time to go through the Shen Yi Chi Qigong, learned from Dr. John Feng, part of the Imperial Yang Tai Chi curriculum, all right? Shen Yi Chi gives you the keys to the kingdom. Shen is in the head. Yi is in the heart. Qi, of course, in the lower dantian. Let us begin. To your left, in your mind's eye, you see the asking star, and it asks your foot to come out, so it comes out. The pendulum drops, and don't worry about it. That's all you have to worry about that. It's just it drops. First, we start with Shen. We open the heart. Let the energy drop, let the love come out. It drops down each leg, under each foot, comes up the sides of the legs to the waist, comes together in the spine and the back, drops down to the tailbone, then rises up the front, an orb or ball of energy, making your hands float up. Now where the hands land is up to you. It can be like this, or like this, or like this. When we get to this point, I tell you eyes, which means you close them, but not all the way. They're still partially open. There's a reason for this. During this period, we are calming the monkey mind down. Then, when I tell you to wake up, the big toes push into the ground, the tongue pushes hard up against the roof of the mouth, and hopefully your head aura will be created. Once the head aura is created, the heart opens, kind of on its own. It's not something you do. It's kind of a byproduct of the head aura being formed. And an orb of energy goes out, not too far, a few feet, and then comes back in. It looks like it's going to come into your heart center, but it drops down all of a sudden and goes into your lower dantian, exiting the Ming Men point in the back, creating a big back aura. So we have the head aura formed, the back aura formed. Now we use our mind, our hands, and our chi to combine the head aura and back aura together. Round 2, eyes. Wake up. Head aura formed. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. And the more you do it, the better you'll get. Heart opens, energy orb goes out, then it comes back in, then it drops down and goes into your lower dantian, exiting your spine in the Ming Men point, creating this big back aura. It takes a little time because it's much bigger than the head aura. Once it's formed, you combine the head aura and back aura together. Round 3, eyes. Wake up. Head aura formed, heart opens, energy goes out, comes back, drops down, goes into your belly, out your spine, creating a big back aura. Combine the head aura and back aura together. Now, from Shen, we go to Qi. Like before, we relax the heart, allow it to open, dropping energy down the inside of the body. It splits at the perineum, goes down the inside of each leg, up the foot, up the side of the legs to the waist, comes together in the back at the spine, drops down to the tip of the coccyx. As it comes up the front of the body, this energy makes your hands float up. Probably about here, all of a sudden rain, energetic rain falls from the sky, but only lands on your hands and fingers. Try to feel it. In time you will if you don't right off the bat. Feel the energy raindrops on your hands, and then all of a sudden the rain stops, and an early morning bright orange sun is overhead. We grab it, we put it into our belly, and it fills us up on the inside. The warmth, the light, the energy, all inside the body from head to toe. Very good. Round 2. Open heart. Energy drops. Up. Spine. Waist. Tailbone. Up the front. Floating the hands up. Rain. Feel the raindrops. And even though this feels good, don't stay here too long. Don't dilly-dally. Rain stops. Grab that orange morning sun and put it in your belly. Feel the warmth. See the light going everywhere inside of you. Round 3. Heart. The more you do this, the easier it becomes, the energy flow. And as it rises, it causes your hands to float up. And all of a sudden, rain. Feel the raindrops. Rain stops. Early morning sun into our belly. Fill us up on the inside, everywhere. That was 3 times, correct? Yeah. Oh, that's right. All right, now I lose track. Now we do the Yi. Yi is often referred to as mind intent, but it's really more heart's desire. And what we do is we put our hands in the water. It's energetic water, about the level of the hips. Your hands almost up to your wrist are in the water. We open the heart up and we drop a pebble. The pebble slowly drops down the center of the body. When it hits that water, it creates ripples, waves, rings. As the ring gets larger, eventually it touches your fingers, your hand, and it pushes them apart to about this size, because we're going to grab it and bring it up. In Imperial Tai Chi, we call this the shoulder ring. Once the shoulder ring is in place, we use our mind, our hands, and our chi, and we stretch the back and compress the front. Try to feel it as you do this. We're not imagining. Get out of your head and into your body. Feel. One more time. Shoulder ring is done. We go back into the water. The ripples are still going on, these rings. It may take a second. And finally, one will push your hands apart. You only bring this up a few inches. This is the hip ring, same size as the shoulder ring. Once it's in place, you do the same thing as the shoulder ring. You stretch the back and compress the front, almost like pulling taffy. Try to feel it. Good. Shoulder ring, hip ring done. All that's left is the waist ring. Put your hands back in the water. Might have to give it a second. There we go. There you go. It's not as big as the shoulder and hip ring, and it's not equidistant between them. It's roughly about here. You can put your elbows on it, often referred to as the elbow ring. Grab that waist ring, stretch the back, compress the front. Do it again. One more time. In time, those rings will change. But for beginners, that's what you start with. We're done with the Shen Yi Chi Qigong, so what do? We reach down and grab the end of that pendulum that dropped when we opened up, and we bring it up to the center of the chest, upper middle center of the chest. And then we close the shutters from the base of the skull, down the neck, down the spine, one at a time. These are shutters, are not Venetian blinds. When you close, one at a time, and get here, from this point, you don't go underneath, you go straight down vertically, closing the shutters, keeping the light inside of your body, all the way to the ground. When you finish closing the shutters, off to your right, in your mind's eye, you see the asking star, and it pulls your left foot in. And we put our chi away. Shen Yi Chi Qigong.